Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something that can change the trajectory of your life, unlocking your financial destiny. Now, this is not about get rich, quick schemes, or luck. This is about understanding and applying the principles that have been tested over generations, principles that can elevate your financial life to new heights. First, everything begins in the mind. Your financial destiny is born from the thoughts you choose to entertain about money. If you believe money is scarce or that wealth is for other people, then you've already set limits on your potential. But when you embrace the truth that wealth is a tool, a resource for fulfilling your purpose, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Second, the key is value creation. Money is attracted to value. So stop chasing dollars and start focusing on how you can serve, how you can solve problems, and how you can create something that improves the lives of others. When you put value first, money naturally becomes a byproduct of your efforts. Third, unlocking your financial destiny means tapping into timeless truths. I'm talking about principles rooted in biblical wisdom and proven business strategies. These aren't just ideas, they are laws. Laws of sowing and reaping, of stewardship and of integrity. Learn these laws, live by them, and watch your financial reality transform. Fourth, generosity is not just about giving. It's about activating a cycle of prosperity. When you give, you're not losing, you're planting seeds. These seeds grow into blessings that come back to you multiplied. Financial freedom flows through your hands when they are open to give. Discipline and faith must walk hand in hand. Discipline in your spending, your investing, your learning. Faith that your actions will bear fruit, even when the results are not immediate. This partnership will carry you through every challenge on your path. The question isn't, will you unlock your financial destiny? The question is, are you ready to think differently, to act wisely, and to believe boldly? Because when you do, your financial destiny is not just a dream, it's a guaranteed reality. Before you can ever unlock your financial destiny, you have to understand that everything begins in the mind. Your mind is the gateway, the control center, the starting point for your entire financial journey. The way you think about money, wealth, and success either sets you up for growth or it limits your potential before you even start. Many people look at money as just a number on a paycheck, a balance in a bank account, or something that's hard to come by. That limited view is the very thing that keeps them stuck. You see, financial destiny is not about how much money you have right now. It's about the beliefs you hold deep inside your mind. These beliefs shape your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your results. If you think money is scarce, or if you've been conditioned to believe that wealth is for other people but not for you, then your subconscious mind is working against you every single day. Your brain is like a magnet, attracting experiences that match your dominant beliefs. So if your mind is filled with doubt, fear, or scarcity, you will attract scarcity. That is why changing your mindset isn't just important, it's absolutely necessary. I want you to take a moment and realize that your financial destiny is not fixed. It is fluid. It changes when you change your thinking. But changing your thinking is not about wishful hoping or positive affirmations alone. It's about deep, intentional work on the thoughts you allow to live inside your mind. It's about recognizing the lies you've accepted as truth and replacing them with empowering realities. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you plant weeds of negativity and limitation, that's what you will harvest. But if you plant seeds of abundance, possibility, and faith, then your financial future will grow accordingly. This is the reason why so many successful people talk about the importance of reading, learning, and surrounding themselves with positive influences. They are watering the seeds of a wealthy mindset. One of the biggest mindset shifts you can make is to start seeing money not as the goal, but as a tool. Money is energy. It is a resource to help you fulfill your purpose, to bless others, and to create opportunities. When you begin to understand money this way, you start to work smarter, not harder. You stop chasing money in desperation and start attracting it through value creation. Now, mindset work also means confronting your fears. Fear of failure, fear of risk, fear of losing what little you have. These fears can paralyze you, but here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It tells you what you cannot do so that you never try. The reality is that every great financial success story started with someone who chose to believe despite fear, who chose to act despite uncertainty. So how do you change your mindset? It begins with awareness. Start paying attention to your self-talk. What do you say to yourself about money when you're alone? Are you telling yourself you can't save, you can't invest, or you don't deserve wealth? These thoughts are chains. Break them. Next, replace those limiting thoughts with truths that empower you. This isn't about blind optimism. It's about truth grounded in faith and knowledge. For example, say to yourself, I am learning to manage money wisely. I have the ability to create value and wealth. I am worthy of financial freedom. Also, immerse yourself in education. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars that shift your thinking. Surround yourself with people who are financially successful and have a mindset of growth. The environment you place yourself in will either reinforce your old limiting beliefs or help you build a new financial identity. Your financial destiny is a reflection of your mindset. To change your destiny, change your mind. Be intentional about the thoughts you cultivate, the beliefs you hold, and the words you speak over your financial life. Don't ever underestimate the power of your mind. It is the foundation for everything you will build in your financial journey. If you want to unlock your financial destiny, start by unlocking the wealth of possibilities inside your own mind. Once your mindset is aligned with abundance and possibility, the next step on your journey to unlocking your financial destiny is understanding the true nature of money and how it flows. The common mistake most people make is that they chase money directly. They think if they can just get more dollars, more paychecks, more sales, or more deals, then they'll be wealthy. But this is a trap, a limited way of thinking that leads to frustration, burnout, and often failure. You see, money itself is not the root of wealth. Money is the result of something much deeper. It is a byproduct of value. The secret to sustainable financial success lies in creating value for others. When you focus on creating real, tangible value, money will follow naturally and abundantly. Let me explain this in a way that's easy to understand. Imagine a market where people come to trade goods and services. If you are selling something that nobody wants or needs, no matter how low your price is, you won't make sales. But if you bring something that solves a problem, fills a need, or improves people's lives, then you will find willing buyers and even eager customers who appreciate what you offer. This is the essence of value creation. Value is the bridge between your skills, your passion, your ideas, and the financial rewards you desire. When you focus on how you can serve others, whether through a product, a service, or even information, you position yourself as a contributor. You're no longer just someone trying to make money. You become a solution provider, a person who makes life better for others. And this shift in perspective is powerful. One of the most important things to remember is that money is neutral. It doesn't have power on its own. It is your ability to deliver value consistently that attracts money. You cannot force money to come. You must earn it by giving something meaningful in return. This is why chasing money alone often leads to disappointment. It's like chasing a shadow. The harder you run, the further it moves away. Many successful entrepreneurs, business leaders, and investors didn't start by chasing dollars. They started by identifying needs, creating products or services that filled those needs, and building relationships based on trust and quality. They focused on becoming experts in their field, on providing excellence and integrity. The money came afterward as a natural reward for their contribution. Now, this principle doesn't only apply to big business. Whether you are an employee, a freelancer, or a small business owner, value creation is your path to financial growth. How can you improve the work you do? How can you make your employer's business better? How can you exceed your clients' expectations? When you bring more value to the table, you increase your worth, and your compensation will reflect that. Another key aspect of value creation is innovation. Don't be afraid to think differently or to challenge the status quo. Often, value comes from new ideas, new approaches, or better ways of doing things. The world rewards innovation because it solves problems that were previously unresolved. You also need to understand that creating value requires effort, discipline, and sometimes sacrifice. It's not always easy, and it may not happen overnight. But the beauty of this approach is that it builds lasting wealth, not just temporary gain. It creates a foundation that can support you and your family for generations. So, instead of waking up every day wondering how to make money, start asking yourself, how can I create more value? How can I help people? How can I solve problems? When you shift your focus to these questions, you move from scarcity to abundance. You become a magnet for opportunities and resources. Chasing money is a mindset of scarcity and desperation, but creating value is a mindset of abundance and empowerment. If you want to unlock your financial destiny, commit to being a value creator. Invest your time, your skills, and your heart into serving others, and money will follow as a natural, joyful consequence. When you create value, you create wealth. Focus on that, and your financial destiny will unlock before your eyes. As you move deeper into your journey of unlocking your financial destiny, there is a truth that many overlook. Wealth and financial success are not simply the results of hustle, luck, or even talent alone. Behind every lasting success story are timeless principles, laws that govern money, prosperity, and human flourishing. These principles are as old as civilization itself, and many of them are rooted in biblical wisdom that has been proven true over centuries. Why do I emphasize biblical and proven principles? Because money management, wealth creation, and financial freedom are not just secular concepts. They are spiritual and moral concepts that involve stewardship, integrity, and alignment with universal laws. When you understand and apply these principles, you are no longer guessing or hoping. You are operating in alignment with forces that bring order, increase, and blessing. One of the foundational principles is the law of sowing and reaping. This principle is simple yet profound. Whatever you plant, you will harvest. If you sow seeds of discipline, education, and hard work, you will reap rewards of wealth, wisdom, and success. Conversely, if you sow seeds of poor financial decisions, procrastination, or laziness, you will reap struggles and lack. This is not a theory or an opinion, it is a universal law. And it is a law that does not discriminate. It works the same way for everyone. Another vital biblical principle is stewardship. This means recognizing that everything you have, your money, your talents, your time, is not just yours to use recklessly. You are a steward, a manager of resources entrusted to you. When you manage your finances with care, accountability, and wisdom, you unlock doors to greater blessings. Mismanagement leads to loss and missed opportunities, but faithful stewardship builds trust, growth, and financial increase. Integrity is another key principle. Your financial destiny is closely tied to your character. When you operate with honesty and transparency in your business and personal dealings, you build a reputation that attracts opportunities, partnerships, and clients. The opposite, deceit, shortcuts, or unethical behavior, may seem to bring quick gains, but it ultimately destroys wealth and trust. Remember, wealth built on a shaky foundation will not stand the test of time. Beyond these biblical principles, there are proven strategies from the world of business and finance that reinforce and complement this wisdom. For example, the power of compound interest is a principle that Albert Einstein reportedly called the eighth wonder of the world. By saving and investing wisely, your money can grow exponentially over time. This principle rewards patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. Another proven strategy is diversification. Whether in your investments, income streams, or skills, spreading your resources wisely reduces risk and creates multiple avenues for growth. This principle helps you avoid the dangers of putting all your eggs in one basket and opens you up to more opportunities. The principle of continuous learning also cannot be overstated. Those who commit to growing their knowledge and skills consistently outperform those who become complacent. The financial landscape changes constantly. New technologies, markets, and economic shifts happen all the time. Staying educated keeps you ahead and ready to seize opportunities. Now, understanding these principles is not enough. The key is to apply them consistently in your daily life. This means budgeting, saving, investing, and giving with intentionality. It means seeking wisdom and counsel from those who have walked the path before you. It means being patient and persistent even when immediate results don't show up. Unlocking your financial destiny is about aligning your actions with these proven principles that govern not only money but also character, faith, and wisdom. When you do this, you position yourself for lasting financial freedom, not just fleeting success. Don't just work harder or chase money blindly. Work smarter by learning and applying these biblical and proven principles. Build your financial future on the solid rock of truth, integrity, and faith, and you will see your financial destiny unfold in ways you never imagined. As we continue our journey to unlock your financial destiny, I want to take a moment to talk about a principle that often gets misunderstood or overlooked in the world of money: the power of giving and receiving. Many people think that if they want to become wealthy, they need to hold tightly to what they have, to save every penny, and to guard their resources carefully. But the truth is, generosity is not just a nice thing to do, it's a powerful key that unlocks financial blessings and prosperity. The universe operates on the principle of circulation. Just like blood flows through your body to bring life and vitality, money needs to flow in and out of your life to keep wealth growing. When money stays stagnant, hoarded, or trapped by fear, it loses its power. But when you give, whether it's your money, time, or talents, you activate a cycle that brings increase back to you, often multiplied. Think about the law of reciprocity, which is both a spiritual and practical truth. When you give sincerely and with the right heart, you open yourself to receive in ways you might never expect. This is not about giving to get or trying to manipulate outcomes. It's about understanding that generosity plants seeds of goodwill and trust, and those seeds grow into abundant harvests. The more you give, the more you create space for blessings to come in. Giving also changes your mindset. It shifts you from scarcity, thinking the fear of losing what you have, to abundance thinking, which is the faith that there is always more where that came from. When you live in abundance, you are more willing to take risks, to invest, and to create opportunities that bring even greater returns. Giving builds confidence that you are part of a larger system of exchange and blessing. Biblically speaking, this principle is deeply rooted in scriptures such as "Give, and it shall be given unto you," Luke 6:38. This is not just poetic language, but a law of provision. Giving is a way to demonstrate faith in that law, trusting that what you release will return to you in greater measure. It's about generosity being a channel for divine blessings. But it's not only about large sums of money. Giving can take many forms: mentoring someone with your time and knowledge, helping a neighbor, contributing to a cause you believe in, or even offering encouragement and support. Every act of generosity opens a door. When you give, you also receive, sometimes in unexpected ways, through new relationships, new opportunities, or fresh ideas. The practice of giving also keeps you humble and grounded. It reminds you that wealth is not just about accumulation, but about service. When you serve others, you align yourself with a higher purpose, and financial success becomes a tool to fulfill that purpose. It moves money from being a goal to being a resource for good. Many people fear giving because they worry they won't have enough left for themselves. But consider this: the richest people in the world, those who have sustained wealth over decades, understand the importance of giving. They don't just hoard wealth, they circulate it through philanthropy, investments in communities, and supporting innovation. This circulation creates stronger economies and, ultimately, greater wealth for all. Giving teaches discipline and intentionality with your money. When you allocate resources for giving, you become more conscious of how you manage what you have. You learn to budget wisely, to prioritize, and to think beyond immediate gratification. This discipline is essential for building lasting financial freedom. If you want to unlock your financial destiny, embrace the power of giving and receiving. Give generously, not out of obligation, but out of faith and gratitude. Trust that as you open your hands to bless others, your own hands will be filled in return. This principle is not just about money, it's about living a life of abundance, connection, and purpose. As we reach one of the most crucial points on your path to unlocking your financial destiny, I want to speak about a partnership that is absolutely essential for lasting success: the partnership between discipline and faith. Many people think that success comes from just hard work or just believing, but the truth is, neither discipline nor faith alone can carry you all the way. You need both working together, hand in hand. Discipline is the practical side of your journey. It's the daily commitment to make wise financial decisions, to control your spending, to save consistently, to invest strategically, and to keep learning. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel motivated. It means saying no to instant gratification so you can say yes to long-term freedom. Discipline is the muscle that strengthens your financial habits and keeps you on the path, even through setbacks. But discipline without faith can become dry, burdensome, and discouraging. You might follow the rules, but without hope or belief in something bigger, it's easy to give up when results don't come quickly or when challenges arise. Faith is the fuel that sustains your discipline. It is the belief that your efforts will bear fruit, even when the evidence isn't immediately visible. Faith gives you patience, perseverance, and the courage to keep going when the road looks long. Faith is more than wishful thinking. It is confidence rooted in knowing that your purpose and your efforts are aligned with a higher plan. Faith trusts in the unseen and the not yet manifested. It says, "I can't see it yet, but I believe it's coming." This belief activates your potential and opens doors that logic and discipline alone cannot open. When discipline and faith work together, they create a powerful synergy. Discipline keeps you consistent and accountable. Faith keeps you motivated and hopeful. Discipline focuses on the daily actions. Faith focuses on the vision. Together, they form the foundation that holds you steady through the ups and downs of your financial journey. Think about a farmer planting seeds. Discipline is the farmer showing up every day to water, weed, and care for the crops. Faith is the trust that the seeds will grow, even though the harvest is still months away. Without discipline, the crops wither. Without faith, the farmer might stop caring for the field too soon. Success requires both. This principle applies to every area of your financial life. Whether you are building a business, saving for a goal, or investing for the future, you need to consistently do the right things and believe those actions will create results. This is why many people who have great ideas or skills fail to achieve financial freedom. They lack either the discipline to follow through or the faith to persevere through challenges. Discipline is often about creating systems and habits that make good financial decisions automatic. It's about budgeting, tracking expenses, avoiding debt traps, and educating yourself regularly. This consistent effort builds momentum over time, but faith is what keeps that momentum alive when you face obstacles like a job loss, a market downturn, or a personal crisis. Faith helps you navigate uncertainty. The financial world is unpredictable. Markets fluctuate, opportunities rise and fall, and sometimes the path forward isn't clear. Discipline gives you control over your habits, but faith gives you peace in the unknown. It assures you that even when things seem uncertain, your destiny is still unfolding according to a plan. To cultivate this partnership, start by setting clear goals and developing disciplined habits to reach them. Then, nurture your faith through daily affirmations, prayer, meditation, or whatever practice helps you connect with your higher purpose. Surround yourself with people who encourage both your discipline and your faith, mentors, friends, or communities that inspire and support you. Unlocking your financial destiny is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Discipline will keep you running the race every day, and faith will give you the vision and strength to finish strong. Without one, the other falters. But together, they are unstoppable, so commit today to developing both your discipline and your faith. Build the habits, hold the vision, and trust the process. When you do, you create an unshakable foundation for lasting financial freedom and abundance. As we come to the close of this journey together, remember this. Unlocking your financial destiny is not about luck, quick fixes, or shortcuts. It is about a deliberate, disciplined, and faith-filled pursuit grounded in timeless principles. It begins in the mind, with the beliefs you hold about money and success. It grows as you focus on creating real value for others, understanding that money is simply the reward for the service you provide. You are called to operate by proven and biblical principles, laws that govern sowing and reaping, stewardship, integrity, and continuous learning. These principles form the foundation of lasting wealth and prosperity. And remember, generosity is not a weakness, but a strength. Giving unlocks the flow of abundance and opens doors to unexpected blessings. Discipline and faith must walk hand in hand. Discipline builds the habits that move you forward daily, and faith fuels your perseverance when the road gets tough and results seem distant. Together, they form an unshakable foundation that will carry you through every financial challenge and opportunity. So today, take ownership of your financial destiny. Change your mindset, focus on value, apply timeless principles, give generously, and walk in disciplined faith. When you do this, you are not just chasing money. You are creating a legacy, a life of abundance and purpose that impacts generations to come. Your financial destiny is waiting. Unlock it with intention, courage, and faith. The power is in your hands.